All right. Well, you know what? This isn't great either because times are tough for artists and creatives as grant funding has been pulled for organizations all across the country. And this is video from the Festival of Nations. Back in February, if you remember, organizers said the popular event could be in limbo because of Trump administration cuts. But the Regional Arts Commission is stepping in and just recently announced that it awarded $3.7 million in funding to local groups and programs, including Festival of Nations, by the way. Joining us now is Ann Habrick from the Regional Arts Commission and Indigo Sams, the president and CEO of the Center of Creative Arts, also known by many as COCA. And Indigo, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh my gosh. Now, I got to ask you, the first question that I think we should always ask is, how are you doing?
We're doing okay. We're still working through all the changes that are coming our way. A lot of organizations are sort of in limbo, as you just talked about, as well as COCA. But we are so grateful to RAC, the Regional Arts Commission, for their investment in COCA, as well as the arts, not just for us, but across St. Louis.
Yeah. Is it as dire as it sounds in some of the headlines?
You know, it can be. I mean, there's compounding challenges, and some of that has to do with the Trump rescissions, the federal government. Some of it has to do with corporations leaving the area or shifting their priorities of funding, and audience behavior continues to shift. And that doesn't matter if it's performing arts, it's the visual arts, whatever it is. Those things are shifting. But I feel like our arts organizations, at the end of the day, are building community. They unify us through their storytelling. They foster change. And they inspire resilience and a sense of pride in our community. And our St. Louis City and County organizations and all of the artists that are employed by them deploy successful strategies to attract audiences so that people stay engaged and want to get out and participate in the arts, whether it's education programs, something on the stage, something on the wall of a gallery. It's that compelling programming, and there's a lot of joy in that.
Oh, absolutely, lots of joy. Now, I have a question. Were you already planning on giving $3.7 million in grant funding, or was this something kind of in response to what we've seen this year?
We had about that much money. We did shift our dollars a little bit, Michelle, so that we could support more organizations. It's a very competitive process, and RAC has to be good stewards of that tax money that we get from the hotel room sales tax. But it was about that much, but we did shift a little bit of money in there because grant making is the cornerstone of RAC's work.
Yeah. And so who are some of the beneficiaries? Obviously COCA, but what are some of the other ones?
We're so proud of supporting COCA. I have a little list here.
Okay.
I didn't want to forget anybody. So there's 122 arts organizations that are getting about $3.2 million, and 52 non-arts organizations that do arts programming. And when I say non-arts organizations, I mean social service agency, community-based groups, et cetera. And that's to the tune of about $441,000 for that total of 3.7. So a few of those are the Hispanic Festival, Metro Theater Company, so they do some great things for children. Springboard to Learning, another educational-based organization that does a lot of work with our schools and partners with schools. For music, the Focal Point over in Maplewood, they put on great roots music. Longmire Sculpture Park, South City Open Studio and Gallery in Tower Grove Park, Heal Center for the Arts, which is run by Harvey, and Harvey has great young musicians that are all over town in ensembles, bigger band things. Union Avenue Opera Theater, there's not just opera theater over in Webster, but there's also in the city on Union Avenue. New Music Circle brings a lot of improvisational and new music to the community. The Bach Society, Black Tulip Chorale, which we have a lot of choruses, that's just one. Artist First, which is over in Maplewood, that's an inclusive art studio for artists of all abilities. Point of Surrender, which is a dance studio company out of North County. River Styx, the literary arts organization, and then just a couple of our program grants. The Museum of Contemporary Religious Art at St. Louis University, Peter and Paul Community Services, which serves people in transitional housing. For the Ville has a lot of arts programs.
Great. We've featured them.
And then the Missouri Coalition for the Environment partners with Joan Lipkin to do plays about climate change.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, and then last but not least, Carondelet Park Community Concert Series. So that's just a few of those. Those are our some of the big jewels and some of the hidden gems in our community.
Okay, I love it. And what does RAC grant money do for you?
Well, first of
COCA?
all, I want to continue to thank
Yeah.
RAC for investing in COCA. What this grant allows us to do is to continue the work in our mission to serve over 60,000 people across St. Louis City and County, and provide arts education to kids as young as 3 and as old as 99.
Oh, wow.
And so this funding will allow us to continue to serve our community in the way that they need us to show up.
Well, I love it so much. I just have time for one quick question.
Yes.
How can we support the work that each of you do?
Well, please go to our website, www.cocastl.org. And we're in the middle of a summer appeal right now. So please go to our website and donate today. We appreciate all the support that we receive from not only RAC, but across this community.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all the work that you do. And honestly, you know, I should say there are foundations that I'm a part of that have received RAC grants. So we're just really appreciative of everything as a community.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.